Hey folks, in this video I'm going to show you a rather cheap Walmart set. That's where I got this, and I'm pretty sure it was an exclusive there. The Kid Connection Garage, basically a parking garage playset that's already pretty much assembled. It didn't even come in a box. This is literally how it came, sitting on the store shelves, is just like this. So kind of an interesting thing, and I've seen a few more like this as well. They don't always have these kinds of things available, but sometimes they do, and they're just kind of interesting. So, this was about $20, maybe it was. I can't remember exactly, but, some sort of cheap-ish price. And what has it got? It's got 5 cars, and they're the cheapest cars you've ever seen. So we'll take a look at those in a second, but then it's got a little bag of accessories here, and there is a track piece there as well. So essentially all you got to do is cut loose some of these zip ties here and do a little bit of assembly, and it should be ready to go. So let me just take care of that, and we'll get into it here. Alright, so you're given just this sticker sheet, which is all crushed up just from the way that it was, stored with the zip ties, but you're kind of left not sure what to do with them, but it does include some signs and some barrels and things, so I'm sure that that's where the stickers go, kind of common sense. So that's where I'm going to put those. Alright folks, so here's what we got. It really didn't take long to get this all figured out. So, yeah, just a few stickers on some of those sign pieces and those barrels, and we're good to go. So now let's take a look at the cars here. They are all exactly identical, just 5 different rainbow colors. They actually kind of look cool to me. I don't hate them, but they are very cheap. They're, just all, plastic and, except for the little, the little metal that connects the wheels there. But that's it. Everything else is, very cheap plastic. It actually, they feel, roughly sturdy for what they are, though, I gotta say. I've had some cheaper cars that don't, function as well as these do. So at least there's that. Yeah, very cheap, but at least they kind of work. So then on to the playset itself. So we've got, we got 4 levels that you can drive on. We've got a working elevator. We've got some regular parking places here. We got 1 ramp that comes down. We've got, down here we've got some interesting little features. We've got like this secondary little parking area here. So you can almost call it 5 levels if you want, but this is almost its own separate thing. Little repair center, little gas station. We got this big drop down here, which is kind of interesting too. So we're gonna just try all the different features here. Unfortunately for the elevator entrance here, they should have like a ramp that goes up or something. They don't. So what you do is you just put the car in there, and that's how it gets in there. So we'll bring this one to the top, I guess. And I gotta say, the elevator, it's not the best elevator I've ever experienced with like a parking garage set, but it works. So that's good. Go ahead and park that car there. Let's try another one. We'll bring this one up to 3. So there we are at 3. I gotta try another one. Bring this one up to 2. We got one there, and maybe this one I'll park that one up there, and then maybe we'll start at the bottom and work our way up with all the different features. So working ladder right here, and of course I'm going to keep knocking over some of these signs, but it doesn't come down very far. So, and this is a really steep ramp, so let's kind of pretend we're driving up. But you can park there, and you can actually go down this little speed ramp from here too, so just like that. Otherwise, you can, I suppose, try and drive down there. Sort of works, not super well, but it basically goes straight down right there, which is kind of funny. But you got this little auto repair center here, so you can kind of pretend to get gas, and then you can drive in here, and the car does go in all the way. Now this, I'm not sure if it's going to work, because the batteries might be dead. I've had this in storage for a few years, but let's try. Okay, that works just fine. It looks like it just kind of goes on repeat if you keep pressing it, so that's kind of cool. Nice little, just a little sound effect there. So I kind of like that they have this little sort of cityscape down at the bottom here, something that gives it a little bit of variety. But let's try, let's see, the barrels I had set up are now no longer set up perfectly well. But let's try sending a car down this ramp here. Why not? So that works pretty well as advertised. And then, well, we better send these cars down the chute here and try that out. And one more. So that works reasonably well as well. Kind of an interesting little feature, just a straight down chute to get to the bottom. So those are kind of the main features of this parking garage set. And honestly, it actually isn't too bad for what it is. I mean, basically no assembly required. It's basically a flat kind of set, so that you know, it's meant so that not much has to be done with it for putting it together and that sort of thing. And it's actually not a terrible design for that. Some imperfections like this ramp going straight down here and stuff, but kind of an interesting little set. So anyways, there it was, the parking garage set, which was a Walmart exclusive, at least when it was in stores. So there it was. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.